Hello there, let's talk about why the future belongs to those people who act fast. You and I both know that the world doesn't reward the slow people. It rewards action takers, people like me and you, those who see an opportunity and move forward before everybody else has even finished thinking about it. So let's talk today about why speed matters and how we can use it to our advantage. The waiting game costs more than we often think. Most people are underestimating the cost of waiting. They think, I'll get to it later, but later rarely comes. And while they're waiting, competitors are acting. Clients are choosing, opportunities are disappearing. When we delay, we pay, not just in lost income, but in lost confidence, lost momentum, and sometimes even lost reputation. I've watched brilliant consultants miss out on massively profitable deals and contracts simply because they took too long to respond to an inquiry. Speed signals professionalism. Momentum beats motivation every single time. Here's the truth of it. We don't need to feel motivated to start. We just need to start because action creates momentum and momentum creates motivation. It's a forward moving cycle. Think of the last time we got stuck into a project. At first it felt heavy, didn't it? Then 10 minutes later we were flying. That's momentum at work. The hardest part is always the starting part. Now, fast doesn't mean rushed. Acting quickly doesn't mean cutting corners. It means making decisions with clarity. It means trusting our process so we can move with confidence. I've seen it in consulting, coaching, and business growth again and again. The winners aren't reckless, they're just decisive. They've done their preparation work, so when opportunity knocks, they're ready to open the door immediately. Here's a simple formula. Never let more than 24 hours pass before taking the first step on a new idea. You want to launch a new service? Write the outline today. Thinking of calling that potential client? Pick up the phone now. After all, the 4-word secret of success is pick up the phone. It doesn't matter if the step is tiny. What matters is that we break the chain of hesitation. I use this rule myself and make a real difference to how I approach new opportunities. Opportunities often have a short shelf life. They're a bit like ripe fruit. If we leave them too long, they rot. The clients we want to work with are looking for someone ready to lead. The markets want to serve that move quickly. That's why people who act fast often look lucky. It's not luck, it's timing. They've positioned themselves to recognize opportunity when it appears, and they develop the confidence to act on it. Perfectionism is just procrastination dressed up in respectable clothes. We tell ourselves we're being thorough, professional, careful. Really, we're being scared. Our first version doesn't need to be our final version. As Reid Hoffman said, if you're not embarrassed by your first iteration, you probably launched too late. We need to send the rough draft, make that imperfect offer. We can't improve what doesn't exist yet. Some of my most successful programs started out as rough concepts that I refined based on client feedback. If I'd waited for perfection, they'd still be sitting in my filing cabinet. Here's some lessons from years and years ago. After decades in business, consulting, and creating projects, I can share this. Every major breakthrough came because I acted while other people were still planning. When I became a private investigator, everybody said to me it wouldn't work because I wasn't an ex-policeman. When I built Compass Leasing, everybody said I was crazy to move into the leasing business when interest rates were going through the roof. When I launched the Paid Up Club and pivoted through the COVID period, people told me I was wrong. That's not to say I get it right all the time. I certainly don't. But sometimes, in fact, most times, speed stuns. And all of these things happened because I moved quickly when the moment was right. Was I always ready? No. Was everything perfect? Far from it. But speed has a way of making us resourceful. We figure things out as we go. Nobody talks about speed itself, but it has become a competitive advantage. In a world where everyone is overthinking, the person who acts decisively stands out. Clients respect speed. They interpret it as confidence, competence, and commitment. So here's what I'd like you to do is to pick one idea, one goal, one project you've been sitting on. Give yourself 24 hours to take the first step. Book the first meeting, send the email, write the first page. The future belongs to those who act before they feel ready. But remember, it's not just about being first, it's about being first and delivering value. Speed without substance is just noise. Speed with value, that's how fortunes are built. If you've enjoyed this video, there's loads more of my videos around here. If you'd like to be notified when I post a new one, which I do regularly, just hit that subscriber button. In the meantime, I wish you every success in all your adventures in life, particularly acting quickly. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.